start recording and go live on Facebook. Oh, how strange. Okay, let's see. All right. Since today is the episode number is 108, I decided I'm going to share the 108 tools, skills, and strategies that I either discovered or created, but anyway used to create harmony with kids. Now it's distilled into the one rule. The one rule kind of does all this for you. Let's get started here. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to share this. This will be the first thing I share with you. 108 positive respect tools, skills, and strategies. This was designing a program. I guess I won't go through that whole thing, but I will go through the 108. And also, I may as well just do this, even though, anyway, the modules were going to be and may be used at some point. And the different tools, skills, and strategies that fit into these modules were going to be the lessons. And these are the results. Here are some of the most important results of using. It was positive respect at that time, but now it's the one rule. Kids always feel loved, become competent problem solvers, are respectful, learn to make wise decisions, have self-respect, are confident. Great reasons to use the one rule, right? Here's some more. Parents get what they want without struggles, have more time, feel confident in their parenting, and everyone works together in harmony. Isn't that great? More fun, more peace and quiet, more learning, more adventure, more joy. Okay, here we go with the 108 1. And I don't think I'm going to explain these. There will be a program put together for people that want to become miracle workers, and you'll learn all of this easily over a year or so. Okay, 1, the missing foundation of parenting. This is a result, not a tool, skill, or strategy that ensures that kids always feel loved. 2, the safety net. That's a result also. Helps support parents during stressful times. 3, the fail-safe. Another result. Gives parents unfailing guidelines. Think respect about yourself, your kids, others. That's a skill. Speak respect about yourself, your kids, others. Skill. Act respect to yourself, your kids, others. Skill. Find what works for all. Keep this in mind. It's very important. Strategy. Model what matters to you. Walk your talk. Strategy. And I think that you will find that a number of these things, maybe not too many so far, but a number of them are things you're already doing and at least know about. Trusting, like trusting somebody. Trusting is your first choice. Strategy. Positive respect mindset. Strategy. Plan for calm. Strategy. A way to regain or maintain calm. This is actually, I wasn't going to say this now, but I have designed latest training. It's a mini training in its time and the length of the lessons, but it's a maximum training in terms of creating harmony with kids. And one of the lessons is designing your plan for calm. Okay, 12, the 4-step formula for change, strategy. Step 1, preparation, tool. Step 2, action, tool. Step 3, expect, notice, appreciate, tool. Step 4, let go, tool. Language of respect, self-talk, skill. Be polite, skill. Share your needs, concerns, feelings, skill. Ask, tool. Suggest it, tool. Use respectful terms, skill. Let go of rudeness, tool. Respectful self-talk, skill. Our own agenda, tool. Motivated by our own beliefs and values, tool. Your cue, tool. Your respected person, tool. Refocus to a respectful thought, skill. Daily respectful action, tool. Positive respect, skill. Acknowledge your respectful actions, tool. Expect your respectful actions, tool. Reward your respectful actions, tool. Celebrate your respectful actions, tool. Sometimes you face extra challenges to being respectful, strategy. If you have already been disrespectful, strategy. Here's another module. Overview. Setting up the meeting, skill. Guidelines, tool. Brainstorm, skill. Eliminate, skill. Negotiate, skill. Act, tool. Evaluate, skill. Mental rehearsal, skill. End of conflict, result. Automatic shift, result. Mediating strategy, the invisible root cause. This is major, actually. The invisible root cause is a major part of all of this work. It's to deal with that cause and make it a non-issue. All this work is to do that. So there's a cause. Find what works for all involved. Skill. You have put an end to conflict. Result. You and your kids have learned and used so many positive respect tools and skills by using this one positive respect strategy. Result. You have all accepted that you each deserve to have it how you want it. Result. You have learned skills to help you communicate clearly. Skills. To write things down, helping keep communication clear. Tool. That if it isn't good for one of you, it's not an option. Strategy. To take action, mutually acceptable action. Skill. See, we're almost to 60. How to brainstorm. Skill. To negotiate. Skill. The essential importance of follow-up. Tool. It has to be win-win. Cross it off if you don't like it. Tool. Mediating for kids. Strategy. Here's another module. Understand you are a model. Tool. Remember you are an example. Tool. Be a good model. Skill. Decide what's important. Skill. New directions. Skill. Model it. Strategy. Self-respect. Result. Helpful techniques for change. Tools. Practicing the skills of self-respect. Skills. Forgive yourself. Skill. Forgive your child. Skill. Here's another module. Might be the last one, I'm not sure. Steps toward trusting. Strategy. We're already to 75. Understand that trusted children develop into trustworthy children. Tool. Let's practice their decision. Let kids practice their decision making as soon as they're interested. Strategy. Sharing your needs and feelings is a form of trusting your kids. Tool. Observe your child without judgment or prejudgment. Skill. Refocus to a trusting thought. Skill. Strengthen your faith in them and the life process within them. Skill. That has to do with their developmental blueprint. If possible, let them practice. Strategy. Adopt a win-win attitude toward interacting with your kids. The one rule does this automatically. Strategy. Affirmations of trust. Skill. Trusting equals your first choice. Strategy. Respectfully living with a 2-year-old. Strategy. Understand their developmental blueprint. Tool. Respect their developmental blueprint. Skill. Allow, encourage, help your 2-year-old to do what they must. Skill. Redirect, guide them only when you must. Skill. When you want them to make a different choice, encourage them by pointing out what they might find interesting and challenging about your choice. Strategy. Be sure to offer the alternative before they have become determined to pursue their choice. Skill. Interest is the key tool. Encourage your child to do the tasks that attract them as soon as they show interest, skill. Offer them jobs that are simple and specific, with clear physical evidence of proper completion, strategy. If possible, do not interfere when your child is concentrating, strategy. Understand the importance of an integrated personality, tool. Help your child develop an integrated personality, strategy. Do not do for your child what they wish to do for themselves, tool. How to correct respectfully, skill. I just thought of something that I wish I'd said at the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. When I think of this tool, skill, strategy, it's like this. A tool is a hammer. It's something you can use. A skill is how to use the hammer, the different techniques involved. So that's what I mean by skill. It's something you have to develop it. And the tool is something you can know about. And a strategy is when and how you use that tool, what skills are involved, because there's usually more than one if it's a strategy. Okay, so it's like a hammer, how to use the hammer, when to use the hammer, and how also. Okay. We're up to 100. 101. Acknowledge their view of their experience, tool. 2-year-olds and making choices, strategy. Remember your parenting legacy, tool. Be aware of previously established behavior patterns, tool. Forming new beliefs, tool. Be determined to change, as determined as a baby learning to walk, tool. Practice patience with yourself and others, skill. Keep aware of positive changes, strategy. Okay. I'm going to stop this share. Well, I don't have to. I can just go on to another thing. Yes, I can. I decided I wanted to go through this again. I really liked this. And it kind of fits in with what I'm working on these days. I'm just about done with this new training called Friendly Parents and the One Rule. So this fits right in with becoming a friendly parent. Creating your A game. I just saw a quote. This is a blog post I did. I just saw a quote that captivated me. There's no plan B for your A game. It turns out to be the book title for Bo Eason's book. I'd just been thinking of writing about eliminating punishment. Punishment is a kind of plan B for parents, like what to do when your kids don't do what you want them to do, in the way you want them to do it, and when you want them to do it. That's supposed to be a major parent A game. Getting your kids to behave. which basically means what I said in my last sentence. Do what you want them to do, how and when. So punishment is the plan B, not ensuring success, not making success the only option, not playing your A game. Well, what if we make success the only option? What if we also make the whole thing more realistic? What if we go for agreement? Agreement is a realistic possibility. It's been achieved repeatedly over many years of going for it. Kids seem to take to it as if they were born to do it. Are you ready to stop punishing kids right now? Are you ready? Are you willing to go for agreement instead? Agreement, which means they willingly agree to something you willingly agree to. Could you go for that and give up your plan B? You know, punishment doesn't feel good, not to you, not to your kids. And I guarantee that once you've started finding agreements, you are all going to feel good. They are going to behave in ways that are agreeable to you. Your A game, success for both of you. Think about it, then do it. Surely you found agreement with someone in your life. Use that time or those times as your model. You can do this. You deserve this, and so do your kids. It improves your life above and beyond what you can even imagine right now. Right now, I'm promoting how to have an A game with 2-year-olds. Actually, right now I'm promoting how to have an A game with all kids, including 2-year-olds. Now, I'm not sure what this one is about, but I'm gonna go for it. Making agreement work. I've been giving lots of thought, at least regular thought, these days to the one rule, even more than usual, because this weekend I'm going to be speaking on this topic. Oh, yeah, I did give a talk on this, brief talk at a group meeting. I get to choose whatever topic I want concerning peace in the family. And of course, the one rule is my topic of choice. Every day I've been having different internal conversations concerning this that I love so much. Today, I've thought of it from a different point of view. I've thought of it from the point of view of someone who wants to do this, but is not familiar with how to do it, and actually has been practicing very different ways of being with the children in their life. Now that I've started writing, I realize that some of this focus has been floating in my mind in general. My experience with creating harmony with kids, which is really what this is all about, was really flow and easy. I was not a punishing parent. It was not in me to do. That is not logical because my parents were definitely into punishing. I guess it was my bonding with Montessori, and by that I mean my particular bonding with Montessori. I can't speak for other Montessori trained people. To a certain extent, the empowerment of the best that is in each child is built into the Montessori method. Discovering and exploring this helped me in creating my own trainings. The way I bonded with Montessori, deeply appreciating the value of childhood and the importance of the child's work and the importance of that work in helping create our world, seemed to ensure that I did not punish my children. So I never had to transition from that to harmony. I had a lot to learn, but not that. I had to learn also not to yell at them. So over this past year or so, I've been giving a lot of thought to all of this, and realizing that even though I didn't do punishment in the terms of like go to your room or spank you or take away your toys or anything, yelling at somebody is not a good feeling thing. So I would say it's a kind of punishment. So I had to drop that. And when I did cold turkey, as they say. I guess if your desire to find or develop or increase the harmony you have with your kids, if that desire is strong, it will help you transition out of punishing by refocusing on harmony. That's what happened with me. Agreement can help. In fact, agreement results in harmony. Maybe knowing that there is a way to help your kids grow into awesome human beings, into the awesome human beings it is in them to grow into, knowing that you can help instead of hinder them could empower you to use the one rule. It still feels strange to use the concept of rule. It's so contrary to much of the way I've lived my life. But I'm so grateful to have discovered the one rule, and it can be so helpful to you and your kids. One of the benefits of the one rule is how simple it is, though powerful. Think how much more powerful merging atoms is to splitting them. Think of the power of harmonious teamwork. If you can remember agreement, that's your touchstone. You may go off track, no worries. Just get back on track as soon as possible. Keep that in mind. I'm sure you can find your way. Your children will help you, especially if you ask them. The last two people I've coached and mentored were able to adopt this approach fairly quickly, though it had not been familiar to them. As you may already know, on my website, you can get, oh, you can't anymore. You get something so much better than just chapter 1 of the one rule. You get a mini book on the one rule. It's only 16 pages long, easy reading, easy, lots of pictures. And that is being converted into the training that I am about to launch. So there's a long training, which this one I'm talking about, and I did put that out. Okay, now we're going to go on to something else. Okay, the new training is called Friendly Parents and the One Rule. And it's about just what it says. Becoming a friendly parent, using the one rule as your tool. Okay. Oh, wow. I guess I've worked on this. Anyway, so I'm going to read some stories now. Melinda has been learning about the one rule, and it really appeals to her. She feels she has learned enough to begin using this with her 9-year-old daughter. Willow, I hope this is a good time for us to talk because I have something I want to do. But before I can do it, I have to discuss it with you. Is now fine with you? Willow looks up from the cereal box she was reading. Her eyes are blank, not understanding. What is her mother talking about? I want to talk about not punishing you anymore. I know I usually punish you when you do things that I don't like, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want us to be able to solve our problems so we both feel good about the situation. Does that sound good to you? It sounds strange to Willow, but it's better to listen to her mother than not. I guess. Melinda is determined not to lose her patience if it is at all possible. But it's frustrating to have her daughter react to this so half-heartedly. Melinda thought Willow would love the idea. I realize you might not understand how this is going to work. Shall I explain it to you? I guess. Even though Willow is not being the enthusiastic, cooperative child her mother might want, Melinda decides to plunge ahead. Is there anything I make you do that you don't like? I don't know. Willow does not want to get trapped into saying anything that might cause trouble for her. She can sense the tension in her mother, though she's not sure what's causing it. Although Melinda is beginning to feel really frustrated, she is determined not to lose her temper, but to persist in using this new approach. I know this is new for you. It's new for me too, but I really want us to have a good time together and not be mad and unhappy so much of the time. Wouldn't you like that, for us to get along together? Yeah, that's why I want to try this new way of treating each other. If you can't think of something, then I would like to suggest something. First, I better tell you, I'm starting to feel really frustrated, but I'm not going to yell at you or hurt you. I don't want to do that anymore. Willow decides that she had better think of something rather than have her mother think of something. If her mother means it, it could be good. Well, I guess I hate to clean my room. Well, I'm so glad you thought of something. Melinda knows it will be a better introduction of this respectful approach if Willow gets a chance to be actively, positively involved. Now let's see if we can figure out what to do to change this so we're both happy with the arrangements. You hate to clean your room, and I like to see your room clean. What if I help you pick up the things in your room every night after dinner so it will never get very messy? I like my room messy. Here's my chance, thinks Melinda thinks. I can show Willow that I'm really willing to work with her. No more oppression, no harsh, belittling judgments about the quality of her intelligence or her lack of proper values or priorities. Oh, I didn't know that. Could I keep my door closed so you don't have to look at the mess? Willow bravely speaks out as the idea occurs to her. Well, I'm willing to try it, but I still need you to pick up your things in the rest of the house, okay? Yeah, that's okay. I'd like to have another meeting about this next week to see if this is still a good idea for both of us. Does that sound fine to you? Yeah. Do you really mean you aren't going to punish me anymore? That's the way I want to do it. I think punishing is not good for either of us. It makes both of us unhappy. I don't want that anymore. Wow. But what if you forget and get real mad at me? Well, that might happen. I'm not very experienced at working things out yet. What do you think we should do? I don't know. Well, one thing my teacher suggested was that when we feel upset by something our child is doing, we tell the child that we are mad or frustrated or hurt or whatever we're feeling because of whatever they are doing. Then we tell them that we can't talk about it right that minute, but that we need to talk about it after we have cooled off. Then we go away from the child until we feel calm. Then we can come back and talk about it. How does that sound to you? I wish you just wouldn't get mad at me anymore. I wish I wouldn't either, but I don't think that's going to happen right away. I'm too used to getting mad. But my teacher said that she used to get mad at her children, and now she doesn't anymore. If she can do it, so can I. But I'm not sure how long it will take. So, what do you think about the idea of cooling off before we talk? Okay. Willow, I'm sure we can do a good job with this. I'm glad you learned about this, Mom. Okay. Let's see if we come across other stories I would like to read. We could do this one. Blowing your top. Jeffrey, Elizabeth, Blair, come here right now. I'm really upset. Look at this kitchen. It's a mess. I thought we had an agreement. We have company coming for dinner tonight. I told you that this morning. I needed to come home to a clean kitchen, not this disaster. This makes me so angry. It's so inconsiderate. Mom, please chill out. We'll clean up. We have some friends over. They'll help. You go do something to help you relax. Please go into the garden or take a shower or just put your feet up. It's not good to discuss this while you're so steamed. You taught us that just last month. It's a great idea. We'll have this place cleaned in 15 minutes. You're right, Jeff. I'm sorry. I'm already saying things I regret. I was just jumping to a conclusion about you being inconsiderate, a wrong conclusion. Okay, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I'd like help with dinner. Then we can talk. No problem, Mom. So now tell me the story of the messy kitchen. I know we agreed to clean up if we made anything to eat. Don't forget, we've been sticking pretty close to the agreement until today. I agree. I have appreciated it, in case I forgot to tell you. Well, today sort of turned into a party. We each had friends over. Casey brought over a movie, and we just forgot to clean up before we watched the movie. Then we forgot about it totally. And we forgot about guests for dinner. We're sorry you had any trouble from us. Yeah, Mom, we don't want to cause cause you trouble. We'll do our best to remember to clean up. We're really sorry we forgot how important today is, too. I mean, with your guests. I think we need to make notes for each other about important things like that and put them next to the shopping list. Then maybe things like this won't happen again. That is a very good idea, Beth. I need to apologize to all of you for letting my anger out on you. I know you're doing the best you can. We all are. I want to do my best to remember to cool off before I talk with you if I need to. I have to remember not to blame you and that you don't intentionally make life hard for me. And throwing anger at each other doesn't do any good. It just passes the bad feelings around. Please forgive me for my mistake. Thanks for being so understanding, Mom, and for forgiving us. Group hug. Okay, let's see. I'm wondering. Okay, we're going to read this one too. Comparisons can hurt. Dad, I need to talk to you. Remember you said we could talk about anything, even things that are bothering us that the other person is doing? Sure, Rick. What's on your mind? This is the first time Rick has started a conversation like this, and Martin is determined to do his best to keep the trust Rick has been developing in him over the past few weeks. He knows Rick must be feeling safe enough to bring up a problem, and he does not want to say or do anything to make Rick feel unsafe. No sarcastic remarks, no belittling comments, no getting defensive. It's taken a lot of conscious effort on Martin's part to get Rick to trust him after the way he has treated Rick all of his life. Not that Martin was to blame. He just did what his father did to him. He just never thought about it until that class on the one rule. I don't want to hurt your feelings, Dad. I know you like David, and I know you don't mean to hurt my feelings. That's okay, Rick. You can tell me. I can handle it. I need you to tell me. Otherwise, how can I stop doing what you don't like me to do? I want to do what you like me to do, not what you don't like me to do. Okay. It makes me feel bad when you say, look at David, see how he does it. Or, see what a great kid he is. The worst is, why don't you learn from his example? Or, why don't you try to be more like him? Sometimes I even get mad at him when you do that. How would you like it if I said, David has such a great dad, you should take lessons from him? Now that you pointed out to me, Rick, I can see what you mean. I thought I was being helpful because David is a great kid. I know that, but it makes me feel like you'd rather have David for your son than me. It makes me feel worthless. I can see how this upsets you. It's very frustrating to have someone else held up to you as an example, of how you should be when you are you and he is he, and you will never be him. That's for sure. I remember how I hated it when my father did something like that to me. Your dad did that to you? Yeah, but he always wanted me to be like Davis Mitchell. I would never, ever want to be anything like Davis Mitchell. I never liked him. I guess I thought I was being different from my father since David is one of your best friends. But I guess it was just the same thing, just a different flavor. Thanks for pointing this out to me. I'll do my best to stop doing that and to remember to tell you the ways and times I appreciate you, who you are, and how you do things. Thanks, Dad. I'll remember to tell you when I appreciate you too. I like the way we work things out now. It makes life much better, doesn't it? Totally. Okay, another story. Cut the curfew. I called this family meeting because Dad said he wants me home by 9 on school nights and by 11 on the weekends. I think this needs to be worked out with the three of us so we all feel good about the decision, and I don't feel good about Dad's decision. How would you like it to work, Clara? I want to be able to come home whenever I want. Well, Clara, I'm afraid that if I don't set some kind of curfew, you won't get enough sleep. That can cause lots of trouble. You could be tired in school and not be able to concentrate. You could get run down and sick. You could be a grouch to live with, maybe even worse. Well, even if I am home by 9 on school nights and 11 on the weekends, so that I get enough sleep, I don't want to have to do it because of some rule. I want to do it because I think it is the best thing for me to do. Well, that sounds good in theory, but I'm not sure it's really going to work out satisfactorily. Dad, you have to trust me. I'm growing up and I need you to trust me. I'll let you know where I am when I'm not home, but I don't want a curfew. Dennis, that's just what we were talking about last night. An area of weakness in our being a harmonious family and using the one rule. Now I guess it could be friendly family. We need to come to agreements and we need to trust each other. Yeah, I see what you mean, Joan. You're right. Clara, I do need to trust you. It's just hard for me not to worry about you. But you're right, that won't help anything. Since I'm not going to ride in your pocket, I have to trust you. Okay, I think I can live with you not having a curfew, but I really need you to keep in touch with us when you're not at home and let us know where we can reach you. There might be times when I can't reach you to let you know. Just do your best, Clara. That's usually good enough. That's when we get extra practice in trusting. That's right, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom. I'm going over to Lorene's. Her number is in the back of our phone book. I finished my homework. I won't be back late. Dennis speaks up. Just a minute. Let's have another meeting next week so we can check on how this is going for all of us. Dennis, I think 1 week isn't long enough to give this thing a try. Let's make it 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. Take care of yourself, Clara. Don't worry, Dad. See you soon. These are all examples of working things out harmoniously and using the one rule, trusting each other and getting it done. The family is packing up to go on a vacation. The mother, Andrea, wants to leave within an hour before road work on the state highway begins. There are several unforeseen last-minute items that must be attended to. She focuses on taking care of business. The youngest daughter, age 7, seems to be dawdling. She's agreed to wash up, get dressed, eat breakfast, and gather a few special toys that she forgot to pack yesterday. Her mother knows she has not washed up, nor gotten dressed, nor eaten breakfast. Maybe she has gathered the toys. Andrea looks in her daughter's room. Sarah is sitting on the floor playing with toys. Andrea does not want to spend twice as long in the car just because they start late, especially when she has planned to avoid this. Sarah, did you forget to wash up, get dressed, eat breakfast, and pack the toys you said you'd forgotten? No, Mom, I'll do that when I'm done with this. I'd like you to start now because if we don't leave in 50 minutes, we will have to wait in the car for a very long time while people work on the road. I don't want to do that. I really don't. So please get ready. But Mom, when I was getting my toys, I found this little set that I lost a long time ago. I really want to play with it. Let's bring it along too. Okay, I'll hurry and get ready. Thanks so much, Sarah. I really appreciate your cooperation and that you are sticking to our agreement. Andrea wanted to help Sarah feel good about herself, even though she may have been feeling anxious about getting on the road. When Andrea realized that Sarah had a new agenda and did not fully understand her mother's need for speed, she told Sarah why she wanted to leave soon. Andrea gave her the opportunity to cooperate and stick to their agreement. When Sarah let her mother know that she has a need that needed filling, her mother offered a suggestion. Since Sarah is used to trusting her mother and being trusted by her, it was easy for her to accept the suggestion. This allowed her to cooperate. She felt her needs were being met. Her mother expressed her appreciation for Sarah's cooperation, knowing that behavior that is appreciated tends to be repeated. All of these are results of using the one rule. Let's see. I'm just going to check what the next story is. Okay, we're going to do this one. Keeping the focus. Have you finished playing with your toys in the living room, Jordy? I'm thirsty. I see. You're going to get a drink and then go back to your toys. I want a drink. You mean you don't want water? You can get water. I want juice. Okay, I'll get you some juice. Here it is. Yummy, Mommy. Now I'm hungry. I'll be glad to fix lunch for you. But what about your toys in the living room? I don't think it's a good idea to leave them out when you're not using them. You can put them away and I'll fix food. No, I want to help fix food. I don't want your toys to be left in the living room. It's too easy to forget about putting them away. I not forget. I don't feel good about this. I will wait for you to put the toys away. Then we can make lunch together. I'm very hungry. There are a lot of toys. I could help you. That would make the work go faster. Then we'll make food. Okay, mommy, let go. So here, all the opportunities to go a different way don't happen because she keeps the focus on what she wants, but does it in a way that feels good to him too. Okay, let's see if we can check the next story. Let's see. Okay, wait, we can do this one. Because something like this could happen in your lives. In a hurry with patience, Clifton has finally gotten to his paperwork. His life seemed too busy lately. I think I'm not going to do any more stories, so we're going to stop this screen share. Okay, I want to let you know something that's you're going to find out about, but this is the first place I'm announcing it. And that is as part, I guess you would say, as part of the launch of Friendly Parents and the One Rule. I am going to make this available. Okay, there's 5 lessons. They're short. They all have some work to do with them. Then after that, there's going to be a Q&A call. I will probably make Zoom calls of these. You don't have to go on camera if you don't want to, but you're welcome to if you do. And to ask questions, get your questions answered. That's the first call. Then the next call is a demo call, and the participants will go to breakout rooms, and they will choose some problem or an issue, or even just a situation that they want a harmonious solution for, like it was pointed out to me. Batul pointed out to me that it doesn't always have to be a problem. It could just be a situation like deciding what you're going to do for vacation or holiday, as they say. It could be planning what you're going to have for dinner, finding a harmonious solution for that. So anyway, they will go to the breakout rooms, then they'll come back. And I'm not sure if everybody's going to get to demonstrate, but we'll see that if as many people as want to get a chance to demonstrate, and hopefully everyone will at least share what the situation was and what the agreed upon solution was. So we all get a chance to see this working in action. Anyway, so this is going to be available. There's no price. I'm just asking that people give feedback or a testimonial or maybe referral when this goes live, because soon after that, it will go live, maybe right after that. Okay, wish you a great week and enjoy finding agreement with each other.